here we are. Hello.
Hope everybody is recovering from their Oblivion fix. For those of you who are playing it anyway.
Yeah, we'll see. Hold on a second. There we go. Hi, Burp! Welcome! Okay. I'll probably be playing Oblivion as well. Mike's dad got it for me. I did find out why those people were all mad about it, though.
There are people who are mad about it?
Yeah, it's because Microsoft owns part of it.
What?
It's because of Microsoft. Oh, I forgot this isn't a thing. Microsoft is apparent because Microsoft makes part of the tech that's being used by Israel with Gaza, and it's a mess. So
really?
Yeah, so they're saying you should boycott every game or program or anything made by them if you actually want to support Gaza. And I'm like, look, Spirit is there, but the best of luck.
You may as well stop using the internet since half of it is hosted by Azure, which is a Microsoft service.
I know. Look, again, I get the Spirit. I like the Spirit, but I feel like it is not... I didn't really think about it. So, yeah.
How many people are swearing off Amazon?
Probably not many of the people, I imagine. So,
because they're complicit as well.
But yeah, I won't talk too much more about it because it's kind of pointless. It's just like I found that out and I went, really? That's why? All right then. Well,
I'm playing it, and I have to say it is probably the best remaster I think I've ever seen in my entire life. It is literally the best remaster I have ever played.
Sarah, how does this compare? It does not. But it looks like that. It's big and chunky. A saboteur's knife. Ooh! These are nice. This is a pretty mace. Do not do the armor. They have some life ward amulets, compound crossbow arms. Hello! Here we are. Oh, but do I have enough money for all of these pretty things? Let's buy all the hats first. Because we are constantly running out of... There's a third tier Cole hat? Look at this! I'm buying a schematic for Cole's hat. Perfect. Beautiful. Do we want the armor? Do we want the weapon? Big hammer. I bought them.
Also, I can't believe this is one of the few times that I've played a game in which they have not sanitized some of the design sensibilities of the era, if you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm. Oh, do I have anything that I have a lot of that I can sell? I do. I need 400 money. I need 400 money. This is acceptable. Is this enough? No. I need 4,000 money. I was wrong. What does it do? It does fire. It doesn't do a whole heck of a lot of things. now we can buy it. Done! And now we're broke again. Hooray! But we'll have so many more pretty things to make in a minute. Let me see that hammer. Let's see that hammer. Oh! It's called a brute hammer. This is an axe. Game, I'm sorry, this is an axe. It looks really cool, don't get me wrong, but that's not a hammer. I can make the prismatic great axe. Oh my god. I can make this cool ass sword. Look at this crazy thing. It looks like a pocket knife. Oh my god, come back.
I mean, when you wield it, it won't.
No, I know, and it looks like the axe, but the edges are flat like a hammer? Maybe? But, like, it's got this sharp edge.
What looks like what looks like an axe?
This one. It's called a Masterwork Brute Hammer, but it has a blade on it like an axe. This is not a hammer. But
it doesn't look sharpened, is the thing.
I know, which is kind of strange, but I mean, I guess you could make the argument that some of the swords don't either. But this sword is interesting because I know what some of these notches are for. Like, some of these look like they might be broken, but they're not. Like, this is a notch for cutting rope. This is for balancing it on part of, oh god, for balancing it on, like, another weapon that has a rounded handle. This is a saw piece for cutting wood or bone. This might actually be a cut up here. But the way that it is, it's even got this part's like pressed in here. This is more like a butcher knife than a sword, the way that it's cut. I really like that, though. So we got some cool stuff that we can use. And cool stuff that we can make. This Masterwork wing bow, which we just got. Which is a big, chunky wooden bow. We have a spiked longbow also. It has an interesting little flourish on the side here. Which I'm not sure what it's for, but it's got, like, antlers. Oh, it is! It's made of antlers. That's cool. Design-wise, I love this. Don't have a whole lot of, You don't have, like, a whole lot of, shield stuff, though. Can I make a weapon? Or not a weapon. Can I make a armor? Ah, here we go. Let's have a look at the new armor we got. So, we got a coal hat. So we can make him a big old fancy hat. I think Dread might be... Yeah, Iron Bull only. So we can make an Iron Bull specific hat. Which is this. Which is kind of crazy that we can just do that now. We can make a Helm of the Inquisitor for ourselves. Which we could not before. That's nuts. Let's see. Legion of the Dead armor, which he can't wear. Got some refined Battlemaster stuff, which I think we already had. Oh yeah, we got refined Prowler coat and the refined Prowler mail, which is the other thing. So this is our new thing, is this coat. Oh, it gives Varric's outfit chest plate instead of his open shirt. And it gives him a scarf, too, which is nice. Hi, Solus. Let's see Cole's hat, though. Let's see Cole's hat. Can I see Cole new hat? Ah! You can make him a new floppy Cole hat. So it's his floppy one, not his bladed one that he's currently got. That's cool. So that's the coat for him, and that's the mail for him. Which is funny because this one has chainmail. Can you stop? Which is funny because this one has chainmail visible underneath it. I always want to see what everybody looks like in the stuff that's different. So that's padded with a scarf and some side bits. And this one has more chainmail on it, which again, funny because the other one is called has mail written on it. So we have oops. I think that this is new. Oh yeah, this is my new thing. It's got this little metal bit in there, I believe. So that's cool. Alright, well we're going to have fun fashion age stuff to do when we return. So there's supposed to be maybe somebody to talk to in here, but there's nobody. Maybe he's outside somewhere. He will? Are you behind? No? I hear somebody hammering away. I guess he's not here. Oh, maybe he's up high. Hello. I like their outfits. Can I have one of those?
Have what?
Oh, the fur coat with the big hood that people are wearing.
Inquisitor.
Hi.
You've need of a hunter, or you're just wandering? Doubt you lowlanders see many holds, but I'll tell you, there are none finer.
I assume you go hunting yourself.
Of course I do. Who says otherwise?
No one.
I lead our hunts, Inquisitor. My leg aches. One eye can't see in the dark. And I bring more meat than anyone in the hold.
Good for
God's
you.
piss, do I hunt?
I apologize. I was just curious.
Suppose you can't help lowlanders' manners.
I'm sorry I was rude. I didn't mean to be. I'm looking for STORVACKER.
Do you have any idea where STORVACKER has gone?
STORVACKER.
Our hold animal's a hungry one. She might be after the game in the valley to the west. As the weather's turning, I'd not think she'd roam further.
You know, I realize that that Doc is not here yet, and I wonder if he's still stuck looking after the door to his garage, because that's what he said was happening this morning. That the door to the garage broke, and he was stuck sitting there keeping an eye on it, because the last time they left it unattended when this happened, somebody came by and stole some stuff from their garage.
Dang.
So, I hope he's not still looking at it, because he told me that he couldn't leave it,
Farewell.
even to get something to eat. So he hadn't had anything to eat or drink all day that far. So, let's hope that he has some food. Yoink. Starving at the garage, right? The naming of Stone Bear Hold. It starts with a man, Ivar Jerkison. Jerkson? No, that's probably Jerkson. Actually, not Jerkison.
Jerkison.
He was a jerk. He was a right asshole. Driven from their hold by war and misfortune, their thing dead, Ivar led what remained of his people through the mountains. The winter was harsh. The winds of Hakon echoed through the peaks. The beasts fled, and the hunters could find little game. Ivar's people grew weak. They feared themselves cursed. When the blizzard struck, they built a meager fire and huddled for warmth. When the blizzard lasted 3 days, they knew that they would die. On the third night, while Ivar stood watch, he caught sight of a great gray bear through the snow. Though the beast was distant, Ivar could feel its eyes upon him and knew he must follow. Alone, he made his way through the wind and snow. The great bear walked ahead of him, always distant, but never out of sight. At last, the bear stopped. Ivar came to stand beside the bear and saw before him a sheltered place where his people might be saved. He reached out a hand to his guide, but instead of fur, he found gray stone. So Ivar knelt before the stone and gave thanks to Korth, for he knew the mountain father had taken the form of a bear to guide him here. Ivar returned to his people and led them to the sheltered place. Ivar Jerkson became Ivar Snow-favored, and the people swore to honor him as their new thane. The hold was given the name Stone Bear in honor of Ivar's vision, and in this place we have grown strong. What a cool story. And we found that story because there's a little bear statue on the table. Also appears to be, let me look, some breads and what looks like lemons. So it's like herbs and breads and lemons. Yummy. Hi, Finn!
Inquisitor, I'm honored by your visit. I'm Finn Coldenson. Forgive me if I don't stand to greet you properly.
Are you injured?
How are you injured?
A storm blew up a few months back. It's the worst we've seen in a while. I was helping to secure the fishing boat. Einar nearly fell in. I caught him, but the current caught me. My leg got crushed against the rocks. It hasn't set properly.
That is not good, actually. You may need to re-break it.
You seem troubled. Is it your injury?
In part. Gida Meerdotten prepares my father's body for sky burial.
Ah.
I knew it would be soon. I miss him.
See.
I'll let you rest.
Lady keep you.
Man, his father's gonna be buried and his leg's all fucked. That sucks. Poor guy. There's someone else we could ask about the bear, but it disappeared. Oh, because somebody gave us a piece of advice, that's why.
Nothing yet. Too many visitors stirring up the forest. The gods don't like it.
Oh, we're chasing away all of the game. Sorry. We should give them something for the fact that we keep trespassing. Oh, they've got little... Are these little gardens? Oh, no, this is the place where the sky burial happens. And this one is fairly recent. And this is a thing that that people did in fact do. Depending on the cultures. They would place the body out where birds could have it. And they would consume everything but the bones, and sometimes they take the bones too. And so they called them sky burials. I see a rune on that wall. Give. You got any Veilfire?
Be welcome, Inquisitor. Though I fear I've time for little more than a greeting. I must prepare these souls for their greater journey, particularly those who depart without the reverence due. Their way is often hardest.
What are the proper rites?
I'm not familiar with Avar funerals. May I ask what proper rites
Oh, it's two
entail?
V's, not two
When the
A's. Oh
time
well.
comes, we are given sky burials. For most, the body is laid out and prayers given. When the birds come, they carry the soul to the Lady of the Skies. The body, unneeded, is gone.
Well, you said for most.
For most.
Some souls, such as Calden's, are chosen to return. The augur reads the signs at birth. It is a rare honor. In order to return, an offering is made to Korth the Mountain Father and buried beneath the body. A piece of the soul thus remains, allowing the rest to return to this world and be reborn.
Interesting. Is there a
Will
problem?
someone not be given proper rites?
Calden Enverson is one of the few whose soul may return. Bloodkin must make an offering to the Huntmaster, who prepares it. Or so it should be. Calden's son, Finn,
Oh, he
has
got hurt.
failed in this duty, but then there's you.
Me?
You're a guest of our hold. A gift from you cannot be refused. Even an offering for Calden. I cannot dictate the nature of a gift, but if my suggestion appeals to you,
Oh.
speak to the Huntmaster.
I see. His son is hurt.
Calden's son is injured. It's not his fault he can't make the offering.
As disappointing as that may be, it is not my place to ignore the god's laws on a whim.
I know, I see it.
honor them in word
I
and
see it,
spirit,
Iron Bull.
Inquisitor.
I see.
You suggested a way around tradition by letting me make the offering.
The spirits have seen Finn fail. To undo it may be to undo their will. A gift from another does not bear this weight. Calden's soul could travel easily.
I see.
I should be off.
Lady keep you.
Interesting, interesting. There's another one over here. Wonder if I'll get access to Veilfire and be able to bring it over here. Or maybe those are... Oh no, there's another rune. Oh, I think this place is just marked with runes. Probably because it's her holy place. That's cool. What a fun little detail. And how can I... that? Well, let's go talk to the boy. Scusi? Oh, now there's a bunch of people here. They didn't load in before. That's funny. Sir Huntsman.
The new section is good. Fine work.
Inquisitor?
About the offering.
I spoke to the woman preparing bodies for funeral. She said I might make an offering. For Calden.
How would... As a gift? Sly woman. In that case, I'll accept an offering from the hand that gives it. Tradition says the offering's made to Korth. Only creatures who touch the gods' realm will do. I'll mark where some were last spotted. It'd be an unmatched gift, Lowlander. I still pity Calden's son, though, losing his father's name.
He's losing his name?
What do you mean?
Finn failed to complete the rites. That'll see him disowned when the burial's complete.
Wait, so he does this or he's the wrong kind of elf?
What?
Never mind. You help.
He's fatherless whether you do this or not, Inquisitor. Seeing it done will give him some peace, I imagine.
Well, shit.
Farewell.
Farewell.
Interesting what Sarah said. She said, oh, so if he doesn't do this, he's the wrong kind of elf. Does he have anything more to add now that I know this?
Inquisitor.
You can't complete the rite.
I know about your father's burial. And the offering.
I tried.
Oh,
I
gosh.
dragged myself out of this cursed bed, but the pain... I collapsed. The Huntmaster found me and dragged me back. Said we didn't need another dead man.
I'll find an offering for you.
I'm told I can make the offering as a gift for the hold. I'll try to do so for your father.
He won't be my father much longer.
The loss of your name.
It doesn't matter. Whether or not he's my father, I still love him. I would not see his soul severed from the earth, if it's meant to return. If you can make a gift of the offering, there's no way I could repay you.
I'll let you rest.
Lady keep you.
Oh, this poor guy. If only I had healing spells. Let's see if I can get this landmark, because I see that it is here. Maybe I'm just not allowed to grab it yet.
Our guests are welcome, so long as their weapons stay sheathed.
I don't want him to lose his dad, you know? No, it's up there. Okay. Maybe I can access it from over here. Ah, it's up there. I see.
Our guests
Anything else we can do down here at the village before I try to go up there? No.
are welcome, so long as their weapons stay sheathed.
I hear you, man.
Greetings, stranger.
Can I get to that from here? Looks like I might. Yeah, here we go. It's just like tucked away in this little corner here. Ah ha 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 ha. Whoop! Tale of Haringyar, Ice Troll. Tremble at the Ice Troll Haringyar. Guard your gaze against his wrath. Dead to dreams as dwarves below us, fools in folly block his path. Weapons weeping, Avar warriors struck to seek their legend mark. Fed not fortune, but the lady, folly fallen in the dark, dead to Haringyar's fury freezing.
Every time I think I've seen the ugliest possible Avar statue, a new one turns up that surpasses my expectations.
Don't be rude. Trainer Arkin.
So, come to test yourself.
How so?
Our warriors want your measure, Inquisitor. Bring us an offering, and we'll let you fight Hakon's trials.
Coubines.
Stone Bear Hold would know if the spirits favor you. So would I.
Cool. So who are you?
Do you run this arena?
I do. I'm called Arkin Felsen. I prepare warriors for the gods. Truly, I drill it into young heads that no one's born knowing how the axe swings or the arrow flies.
Oh, goodness. I see.
What do you mean, prepare your warriors for the gods?
As we train, the gods see us become worthy.
Worthy of what?
A second strength when you most need it. A glimpse that spots a blade at your heart. Warriors must show their will for these gifts.
Oh, a blessing from a spirit. Cool.
Spirits do sometimes interfere when the veil permits. Occasionally for the better.
Our augur's no fool. We keep the bad spirits at bay, or spot them in those who draw them.
Famous last words of the overconfident.
I see. What's the trial?
What is this trial, exactly?
A battle against our best. Wit and muscle, and steel against steel. Not to death, just surrender. In case you're afraid.
I see. Only I'm embarrassing you.
That's a relief. Wouldn't want to widow the entire village.
Oh, I like this. Bring the stomach to match those fine words.
Absolutely.
Why do you pray to Hakon when his fanatics cause you so much trouble?
Hakon Wintersbreath could be testing us through those fanatics. He can be a cruel god, Lowlander. He'll favor the victor and no other. Strength to strength. If the jaws of Hakon tried to raid us, we'll feed their scraps to the bears.
Cool. I'll do it.
Can we begin this trial of Hakon?
We need an offering from you first. To honor Hakon and the dead.
I see.
Can we begin this trial of Hakon?
I need it.
We need an offering from you first. To honor Hakon and the dead.
Gotcha.
Farewell.
Safe journeys.
What kind of... Oh. Requisition and offering. Well, I do have that then. Oh, wait, never mind.
Farewell.
Safe journeys.
So I have part of it. I just need more of it, I guess. Alright, so what do we got? I didn't think she was down there. I thought she was over, like, over yonder. And this gets us access to the island, so I want to do that last, I think. So let's go over here and see if we can help that girl who's got a spirit in her. Oh wait, this is a arena. That's where you guys will watch me kick these people's asses. Or join me in kicking their asses, I don't know.
Half the traps were empty.
Is someone poaching? Can't be.
I wouldn't be surprised if somebody was poaching. I think we can get at it easier. No, we can actually follow the path straight there.
Our guests are welcome, so long as their weapons stay sheathed.
Dun, 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 dun.
Are welcome.
The Nug! Hello!
As long as their weapons
Are you going to
stay
follow me again? Hello, sweetie. Oh, how lovely that Nugget has joined us. His little feet are all wet, though.
What did I tell you?
What are you giggling about?
The little nug.
The little nug following me still? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
2 whole nuggos? I know, right? Speaking of nugs, I don't know if you saw, but I put all of the nugs, all of the wallpapers. We have 5 wallpaper variants for people this month. And they're all the nug. It's all Nugget taking a big old nap in their throne. Bye, bird.
Let's look around.
Down by the sea? Down by the water? Where are we going? There's a lot of something here. I think we do have to go all the way down there.
This is the place the Augur said that mage Sigrid tried and failed to release her spirit.
There we go.
It looks like the tools for her ritual are still here.
Ooh, that's a big old soot.
Scorch marks, left by some kind of interrupted spell. Perhaps the ritual was never completed.
Right.
A skinned bird and a bundle of incense.
Ritual offerings. But if this mage did the ritual, why are the offerings still here?
Good question.
They're all burnt, so there's still something wrong here. Ah. A potion of some sort.
A vial of lyrium.
If you don't know what you're doing, it takes a lot of energy to banish a spirit.
Then why is the vial still full?
Shouldn't drink it. Oh, good. You liked the pink one? I thought you would. It's very,
The grass is trampled down here. A fight?
It's very raspberry.
See the hoof prints? Just an animal passing through.
Probably not important then.
So, Sigurd. Why did you get all spooked? I did get spooked. Something did you affright? Interrupted your ritual? Things did not go well? Okay. Be lovely if I could change everyone's inventory while I was in camp. Because I kind of want to switch things up. There's not really a place to change the party right here, though, anyway. Let's get down from here. Alright, up that way. We can ask the lady why the... Do you mind? Why there's still a spirit hanging out in her butt. She was supposed to say goodbye. Why did she not? So something interrupted her, and instead of starting again, she left. Hi!
You returned?
Yes!
The Augur told me why you're here.
That Chatterjay! What business is it of his to tell that to a lowlander?
So what the heck happened?
About the ritual you were performing, Sigrid.
I had to burn a proper offering, then let my guiding spirit free. I made the offering, the gods did not accept.
Well, I found your offering intact.
I found a bird and incense by the altar. They weren't burnt at all.
I brought more than I needed. When I fled, I left everything.
Even the bottle of lyrium.
You would have needed to take the lyrium at the start of the ritual, not the end.
And so?
The vial I found was full.
Do you accuse me, stranger?
Ouch. Well, I'm a mage. I can probably help you.
I'd just like to help another mage, if you need it.
Will you understand? I hear lowlander mages see the gods differently. I made no offering. I prepared. I began the spell to release the spirit here with me.
And?
I could not do it. I have no close companions
Oh,
in the
she
hold,
didn't want him
no
to
kin.
leave. Yeah, I thought
I cannot
so.
lose my only friend.
You're friends with this spirit.
It has taught me with patience and kindness since I was a child. Frightened of the fire I could suddenly call down. The gods change, the gods can die, and yet I do not want to lose the one who loves me.
So how does your teacher feel about this? Does he want to stay?
He would, if I asked. The gods that teach the spirit touched are kind. I think the Augur knew. All this time, he knew I never cast the ritual. It is not right to stay in pity. I will confess to him.
Oh, well, now I'm torn, because on the one hand, I think it'd be cool to have her as my agent, but on the other hand, I think she should let the spirit go. I understand that she wants to keep him, but I think it honestly would be better for her if she told him what happened and he, let her go. Or, helped her let the spirit go.
It is up to you.
Yeah. I mean, I guess the only thing that would maybe change my mind is if she goes back and they don't release the spirit. And they're just like, well, you'll have to live in exile forever. Just so you know. But I guess I wouldn't really know that. Well, you know what? I quick saved before I came in here. I can always reload if she goes back and they're like, well, that sucks for you. And then she dies or something. I think you should.
For the best.
Maybe
the Augur will help you release your spirit friend.
I do not need his help. I would ask for his advice. Farewell, Lowlander.
I'm sorry, what did you say?
Never mind. You made your choice.
Well, I mean, if I
You returned.
I'll be on my way.
If I find out that, I don't know, she's gonna go talk to him and he's gonna be like, well, sucks to suck, I guess. Then I'll reload it, I guess. Having an agent's always really nice, but I don't, I want what's best for her,
Mm-hmm.
So let's head back and see if we see anything that is different now. If I remember correctly, he's up over here. Oh, cool, there's someone fixing the roof. Sup, my man?
I had a visit from Sigrid Golsdotten. She had much to tell me.
Will you separate her from her spirit?
Only she may fulfill that oath. But together, we will seek guidance from the other gods.
I'd like to ask something.
Then ask.
Oh, okay, well, I guess that's it.
I should be off.
Farewell.
Okay. Well, that's fair then. They're gonna talk to the other spirits and ask them what they think. If they think it's okay, safe for the other spirit to stay, or if the spirit should be released. I think that's fair. As nice as it would be to have her for an agent, I think that this is best. Did you take her as an agent, Mikey?
I have done both.
Oh, you've done both?
I was just gonna tell you what you would gain and what you would lose.
Ah, I see. Well, what would I have gotten if I'd kept her as an agent?
If you got her in as an agent, it would be an opportunity to gain approval and disapproval of some companions, and it would also give you an additional war table operation.
Oh. I see. Well, as nice as that would have been, I think I'm okay with this. Let's switch the party around for a second. Or, well, actually, no. Forget it. We don't normally get to have a singular party like this hanging around for as long, so. Safe way to get down there. Ooh, hi. Oh, our guys are fighting them. Let's help our people. Why are you getting involved, little guy? Little squonks, no, I don't want to have to kill you, please. No! Please! Please! Stop!
One down.
Why did it have to be this way, Piggy? I'm really not that sad. But whatever. Ah, well. More hides. Ooh, Fade Touch Gurgut skin. Aw, some of the people here already had died. That's too bad. Let's scoot down the hill and get some fade-touched something high. Ooh, pretty! They're pretty, Mikey.
Mm-hmm.
All full of fae stuff.
Geez.
That's a lot of bone! Just look at the bone! Hey, bro! Ooh, that's a cool noise. Ooh, Sarah, what happened?
Someone help Sarah!
Sarah, why are you using knives and not a bow? Why is Sarah got a throwing knife? Oh, that's not Sarah. It looked like Sarah. It's not. It's a Hakanite. It went zippy zapping by like Sarah. Ah, that's why we have a problem. Everybody showed up. Got it. Dorian, where did he go? Where'd Dorian? There he is. Well, I'll have to go get him. Let's see. I'll go get Dorian. You guys deal with that. Hey, Dory. Come here. Up you go. Good boy. Die! There we go.
One of the animals the Huntmaster described.
Fascinating. I suspect it came into contact with the Fade.
Oh, that's a lot of bodies. Well. A lot of giant bodies, actually. What is humming? Oh, that's him. Ooh, a Masterwork Grey Warden shield. And here I was saying that we didn't have a lot of shield schematics. A Night Hunting Blade, cool. There's so many giant people out, like... Why are there giant humans all over the place? Maybe that's the Evar. The Evar are very tall. Really a publication. Let's go take care of this while we're here. It's kind of cool that Iron Bolt's ability makes him sort of musical. What ability is that? Mana Surge. Huh. That's weird. That torch is in the tree. That should be on fire. You're very fortunate it is not. So we'll end up going up and around. We'll find STORVAKER. We'll get this Astrarium, and we'll close this Fade Rift. It's in my pocket. Oh, we like have to like go up this hill. Let's see, might be easier to go over there to get up here. The stream is over. I'm taking a shower because I went to the pool and my hair is all icky from the chlorine. Yeah. I'm glad that made you laugh. Let's see. Is there an easier way to go? Go like this way? Not really. Oh. Okay. Some people say Avar gods bless the Hakkonites' weapons. Given our run-ins with them, I'd say the Hakkonites see it that way. Keep to your patrols, stay focused, and remember to report in as scheduled. If we get hold of any of their blades, we'll want Grandin or Kiev to take a look. They know magic. Let's see. Yeah, we're gonna have to go that way. Okay. Dun 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 da 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 da. With that. Snack. hello. A
Many
box.
see the Inquisition as the only hope against the breach. We've received a number of donations.
Cool. Ooh. A hardened tusket skin. That's neat. I don't think we can go that way. Have to go this way. Hey, Doc!
How you doing?
Doc is here. He says he's sorry he's late. He's very tired. From watching the garage and then having to fix it, I bet. How did that work out? Everything good? No, I guess maybe there's not a way to go by going that way. Ugh. This was the better path. Oh, it's all so confusing. Gotta go back here again. Ah, what a nuisance. Ah, Doc says, yeah, my mom's boyfriend showed up and I was able to get inside and eat stuff and then I ended up falling asleep. I don't blame you. After getting up that early and having to just watch that thing all day, I probably would have conked out too. Oops. Hey. I wonder if I can take... Is this like a ramp? Can I go this way? No, I can't. I can already tell. They're not following me, so I definitely can't.
No.
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 How very Minecraft. No, I can't have that. Ah! Doc would like to know what you think of the Oblivion remaster.
It is probably the best remaster I've ever played.
This really seems like this should be...
It somehow feels fresh, but also it feels like Oblivion. I don't know how to describe it.
Yeah, well, it's like they said in that little interview you showed me. They were saying that they wanted it to keep all the bits that made it Oblivion. They didn't want it to...
But to have a team recognize that so fundamentally and execute on it so well is rare. Really rare.
It probably helps, too, that a bunch of the people that worked on it are people who made the original game, too.
That's true.
Really
a lot of the people at Bethesda who had a hand in it had worked on the original.
And so they're probably in leadership positions this time around, so they're able to tell people, like, oh, well, you know, we did this because we couldn't do this, so let's see about what we can do for XYZ. Kind of, actually, that reminds me of one of the changes that they were thinking of making, which was the whole, you know, we should make it so that NPCs can eat. Does this do anything? Nope.
Didn't work.
Nope, that's gonna be a quest later for sure. Oh, shush you. Where they were like, oh, we should make them eat, and then one of my favorite things in the world happened. You discovered that when you told the NPC AI to do the thing, they executed what you told them in a different way. Did they keep the jank? Some of it, yeah.
Oh yeah, there's plenty of the classic jank.
Yeah, Doc said, my only main complaint is that it really needs a photo mode. I can second that. I've seen some of the stuff. I can imagine.
Yeah, it could definitely use a photo mode.
Yeah, and there are some specific NPCs that look real off. I can understand that too. I know they wanted to keep some of the lovable jank, so the expressions on a lot of the NPCs, like especially how wide they can open their mouths, is a little disconcerting. But I know they wanted to keep it because that's how it had been. I'll stand here a moment. Actually, I think I may need to go. I need to go all the way up there. But Mike was telling me that they had originally when they were doing the remaster, they thought they would do a system where NPCs needed food, except they discovered that the NPCs would then begin stockpiling food, and then food became scarce, and then they started killing each other to steal the food they had in their inventories. And I think that that's sort of amazing that that's what the algorithm looked at that and it went, well, I guess I gotta kill him and take his food. I'm gonna need it later. I don't have any way to make any of my own, so here we go.
Yeah, I have to say, like, the vast majority of NPCs I've seen are good to actually surprisingly improved. Like, most of the NPCs I've seen, I'm like, wow, I did not realize this character was meant to be young, or this character was meant to be old, because the previous game, or rather the previous version, didn't really execute on that very well. Bless you.
It's okay. Thank you. Yeah, Doc says, I still remember from the making of Oblivion video that they had an issue where some guy was going around and buying all the armor. Oh.
Yeah.
That's funny.
This is what I mean. This is, like, anytime a person suggests that Bethesda should, like, switch to using a different engine, I kind of wince when they say that, because I'm like, I understand that people perceive technical issues with the engine. But the issue isn't necessarily the engine. The issue is just the game in question. People don't quite understand how much is being simulated.
Yeah, like people don't realize that NPCs have their own schedules and their own social connections, so they just do stuff even when you're not there. Alright, how do I get up to where this... Bitch, where be you?
Also, it's funny that you mentioned that, Doc. Doc says that he's not a fan of the way the Argonians look. I'm playing an Argonian. I love the way they look.
I like the little details I've seen.
Yeah, like the way their mouths move and everything just feels right.
Yeah, like
their tails move realistically.
Yeah, their tails move like they've got fused vertebra, as they should. Oh, interesting. Huh.
Some of the armors for both the Argonians and the Khajiit have have specific attachments for their tails.
Yeah, that's cool. I just need to bring this up here. Doc says the new female Dunmer VA that they've got is excellent. He has forgotten her name, though. Can almost tell which VAs had played Oblivion themselves. Yeah, that's funny.
Which is a shocking amount.
Mm-hmm.
I bet you there are a lot of VAs that have probably played Oblivion by now. If not just for the memes.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Hi there.
Hi. Hi there! Oh. No.
Didn't work.
Whoops. I didn't mean to do that. No, I didn't. I wanted to pick this up. How do I get up here? It looks like there's a path over here. But if there is, I don't understand how I'm supposed to get to it. Well, we are going to be running around in circles some more, you guys. This is one of those maps, I guess. Oh, wunderbar! More ever! Great. Swoosh. Into the hole with you. Everybody in the pit. Boom. But yeah, I've always, it's really funny that when I was growing up, people were always like, oh, you can't criticize any of the jank in, oh, Iron Bull is stuck, I think. There he goes. The Tusket freed him, but now we're in combat with the Tusket. Did he just walk away into a rock? No, he didn't. He went that way for some reason. Okay. Well, we're back. And people always be like, oh, it's part of the charm of Bethesda when something goes, you know, flying the wrong way or whatever. But nowadays, those people are like, oh, they're horrible and broken and awful and I'm like, why?
Yeah, generally my feeling on the matter is absolutely criticize the games for writing quality or, you know, quest variety or quest interest, quest quality. All of that stuff, like gameplay design elements, I'm fine with people criticizing them for. It's a lot of it is up to taste anyway, but the problems that I have is people acting like the games should be flawless when it's clear they're being obtuse and they don't want to recognize that just because it's an open world RPG doesn't mean it's the same kind of open world RPG to, like, say, The Witcher or, you know, fucking, I don't know, name an open world RPG.
Yeah. Daka agrees with you, it seems.
Yeah, they're just, it's different games.
Yeah. They're different from one another.
The emphasis, like, the emphasis on simulation, like small detail, interactable details, all that stuff is unique to, like, Bethesda RPGs. I don't think I've ever played another. The studio that has gotten closest to it is Obsidian.
Dragon Age, we're getting lost in the environment here, and I'm getting mad about it. Sorry, go ahead.
Obsidian is like, still drops the ball, even though like, it's clear that they're inspired by Bethesda's open world design. I still feel like both The Outer Worlds and Avowed still don't quite reach that. They still feel too, I don't know how to describe it, plasticky and not authentically simulated.
I found the way forward, I think.
Doc says, too many people give Obsidian passes for the issues in New Vegas because they had all the crunch they had to go through, and then turn around and say that Bethesda games need to be flawless or else they deserve to go to hell.
Yeah. I gotta tell you, even if there weren't any technical problems in New Vegas, it really was not my cup of tea. I found the world to be very empty, and I found the story to be really boring, which sucks because people are like, oh, the DLC's amazing. I'm like, I believe you, but I don't have the spoons to get to it.
Doc says, you know what? The new facial animations and the remaster with the head movements and whatnot heavily remind me of Outer Worlds. Actually, I agree with you. It does feel a lot like the Outer Worlds. Or Avowed. I think it also has to do with the fact that the game's saturated in a similar way.
How long they stayed?
Is this where Kenrick's assistant was headed?
Yes, it is where Kenrick's assistant was headed. Boop. Nigel's Point! I absolutely cannot wait to survey and explore Nigel's Point. That's what she said. This was one of the ruins the explorer Sir Nigel visited on his travels throughout the Frostbacks. So much of what I've learned of this region comes from his notes and sketches. It's appalling to me how little recognition he's received, compared to that brother Genitivi, or even that peddler of Pablum, Philum, a bard. So, like, I guess a bard is his name. I wonder if I could discover the original purpose of Nigel's Point. Its ancient Tevinter name, of course, has been lost, but I am certain it was built and dedicated to an old god. I wonder which one. If I could learn this, of course. Harding gives me a severe look every time I suggest I could just stroll over one morning. She insists it's too dangerous. She worries too much. From Colette's research journal.
I think one of the core issues that I have with with New Vegas's design has to do with its level and world design. So basically a micro and a macro level. On a macro level, the way that New Vegas is structured actually disincentivizes exploration.
Yeah.
Where there's a lot of environmental hazards that just pressure you to go down a certain route. And you just go down that route and do whatever's on the side of that route. And then that's the game experience. It just kind of handholds you along a route that it wants you to go down. Whereas Fallout 3 and Fallout 4 use a node-based system where you go to a node, and then there are things at that node that will naturally guide you to explore nearby nodes. And then the cycle repeats itself until you've eventually kind of explored everything in an area. And then something like a main quest or something will take you to a completely different location, and you just repeat the cycle of just exploring. And it all encourages you to go out and explore things. People complain about how Fallout 4, Skyrim, all these games distract you from doing the main story. That's a feature, not a bug.
Yeah.
If you want a compelling crit path, play a more focused RPG.
Yeah.
I don't know what else to say.
Right. Let's talk to Colette.
Inquisitor, I was going to send word. I found something. This inscription, almost completely faded, but 2 stood. Felt 60 true before our triumph. A breath in the hunt, and let rest the lowlanders, worthy of the lady's care. The markings and surrounding artifacts date to Ameridan's time. The references and scripts suggest Avar.
I see. Continue.
What's your theory?
I need to complete a full survey and have Professor Kenrick evaluate the site himself. But this may be a tribute to Heron and Orina, Inquisitor Ameridan's companions.
Really?
What can you tell me about Orina?
Orina was an alchemist in Orzammar. It's said she met Ameridan while dealing with a demon, but it's not known why Ameridan was there. Demons aren't common in the deep roads, but they were a problem for the Inquisition at the time. Orina knew she could help, so she joined Ameridan.
Was she exiled?
If she left Orzammar, that would make her a surfacer.
She turned her back on the stone, though it's said she had few regrets. Some claim she was actually from one of Orzammar's noble families, but who can say? She never used her last name on the surface, and once exiled, the family likely struck her name from personal documents.
I see.
Professor Kenrick petitioned Orzammar's Shaperate to grant access to their records, but the request was turned down.
Okay, and what about Heron?
What do you know about Heron?
When the Templar Order was first formed, Sir Heron was among its members. He's arguably the most famous of the
All
original
2 of their
Templars,
companions fell
though
in love.
he was never one of their leaders. He's better known as one of Inquisitor Ameridan's confidants. They'd known each other since youth.
So they were friends.
So they were close. Friends.
When Ameridan was made Inquisitor, Heron's position in his inner circle was assumed. A few ballads about them survive. The type with adventures and happy endings. I don't know if they're true. They remind me of my brothers, though.
That's cool. How do you know it's them?
What makes you think the inscription refers to Heron and Orina?
It's only a theory, but the age of the markings and surrounding artifacts match the timeline we've established for Ameridan. I found glass fragments in the clay, several with slight veins of discoloration. Blue. Like Templar artifacts.
Templars.
The Templars were a new order in Ameridan's time. Given their small numbers then, few would be found outside the Chantry's reach. It's unusual to find one deep in uncharted territory, unless he traveled here for a purpose, as Heron would have.
So what about Ameridan himself?
You don't think the inscription could refer to Ameridan himself?
It's possible, But Emeridon would have been recognized as a leader, which the inscription might have noted out of respect. And a breath in the hunt? Why note that your hunt continues unless your remaining prey was someone important?
Oh, they came here looking for him. I see. Oh, do we have an ad going? It seems we do. Alright, let's see. Well, what do you think happened here?
What happened here?
An encounter with ancient Avar, and not a friendly one. Emeridon and his companions were outnumbered in an unfamiliar place. If Emeridon's not here, perhaps someone bought him the time needed to keep going?
And then the Avar paid respect to them.
If this is the resting place of Heron and Dorina, it only remains because the Avar took time to honor them.
Respect for a worthy adversary? It wouldn't be out of place.
So what do we do now?
What will you do with this information?
Professor Kenrick
Welcome
will
back, Doc.
expect detailed notes on the location, stone and clay samples, and any trace artifacts I can find. If Emeridon's history is compiled, this could be worth an entire chapter. I might get credit on the inside cover.
Aw, your name should be on the cover, huh?
Inquisitor.
I see. So, oh, there's an table operation that we can do to appeal to the Shaperate. So here she is, and here he is. So if I'm understanding this correctly, if they came here with Emeridon, they fought, and they fought the Avar, and his companions didn't make it, but bought him time to go to wherever it is he was going. The runners the hunt of the fell wolf. The runners strode the winding road, and out of breath came she, upon the bastion of the huntsman true, to make her desperate plea. Emeridon in dragon's hide, heron-clad in blessed steel, came forth to hear the tidings brought with so much breathless zeal. Upon the lonely moors, the runner cried, a loathsome beast now dwells. As day gives way to night, it strikes, and all on its path it fells. 3 souls bravely led them out, the darkening moor to see. As sun slipped neath the sighing heath, the hunter's guide did flee. The moon crept o'er the heather, as a terrible cry released. In silvered light, the hunters saw the arrival of the beast. Favored like a wolf it was, in size like a woodsman's death, which I'm guessing is a tree. Within its eyes burned eldritch fire, the fade in every breath. Swift as thought, the hunter struck, the demon wolf fell back, but mortal strength alone could not prevent the beast's attack. With one huge paw, the monstrous thing struck Emeridon the brave. Across the moor he flew, and fell to a watery grave. Jaws like a dragon's clamped down tight round Heron's armored chest, and with the night it sped away from moonlight to the west. No living eye was there to see from peaty swamp arise Emeridon, who found himself alone neath darkened skies. The shattered shield of Heron he found upon the moor. In grief Emeridon did his vengeance swear, the beast's head he would procure. Whilst the wolf across the moor bore Heron to its lair, a labyrinth of winding cave any mortal should beware. By wormlight in the twisting cave, Herodin bravely thought to free himself from death's own jaws before his life was naught. With blade arm free, the knight struck true into the monster's eye, and off it fled into the dark with otherworldly cry. The wounded knight in darkness found within the cavern's gloom an idol carved of fade-touched stone, which could prove the monster's doom. Emeridon all alone did seek the demon wolf's fresh trail, and to the cave he came prepared, a wolf's heart to impale. Down the winding cave he sought the beast that slew his friend, and in the eerie wormlight met the beast at cavern's end. With burning blade Emeridon and monster met again, while elsewhere did Heron valiantly within demon wards contend. As demon stone was shattered, Emeridon struck true. Beast and spirit both fell at once, though neither hunter knew. Now wounded and in darkness, hunters separate made their way from the bottom of the cavern towards the rising light of day. Emeridon found Heron stumbling wounded from the cave, and both rejoiced to find the others yet free from the grave. As night passed into day, the two did tales of valor spin, and to this very day each claims that he alone did win. That's funny. Doesn't look like there's a book. Colette's notes. A series of detailed drawings of the inscription, glass shards, and surrounding area follow a handful of neatly written notes. 2 stood, felled 60 true before our triumph, a breath in the hunt, and let rest the lowlanders worthy of the lady's care. Inscription discovered in Tevinter ruin within Frostback Basin, not Tevinter in origin. Script style and surrounding symbolism mark text as Avar. Writing not widespread in holds, place marked by a leader or augur. Few lowlanders known to be in area at a time. Glass in area likely means Templar presence long past. Samples prepared for Professor Keinrich's opinion.
Where do you get all your arrows, Sarah? You have hundreds.
From your arse, that's where.
My arse should open up a shop. It's apparently quite prolific.
Did you hear that, Mikey?
Mm-mm.
He asked. Oh my god. Dorian asked Sarah where she gets all her arrows because she has so many, and she replied, well, from your ass. And he said, oh, well, then my ass should open up a shop. Apparently it's quite prolific.
Nice.
Well, if my suspicions as to the dialogue I'm hearing between him and Iron Bull reign true, that might be sooner than you think. My ass should open up a shop. It's apparently quite prolific. Dorian 2014. Yeah. Floating bird. It sits on a ghost. Okay, bye. Ghost bird removed. A swoosh. A bam. And a boot. Holla! Ha ha ha! No. No. Oh, there he goes off a cliff. Yee! And he is dead. He's just having a hard time of it. There he goes. Bye. What the? Ah, so we're going to be going around to this way. So in that case, let's start with this. Hi, Tusket! Burp. Big old pig'em. Big old plumpy plumpus. The bird can float if he wants to. The bird is magic.
Oh, I really quick wanted to finish what I was going to say about
yes.
New Vegas.
Please do. I'm going to punch a hole in a Fade Rift.
The other criticism that I have for New Vegas is its dungeon design. I feel like the dungeon design is... It doesn't really provide any incentives, or at least guaranteed incentives for delving into dungeons. Bethesda is careful to reward you with a decent, reward chest.
Oh yeah, there's always a chest at the end of a dungeon.
At the end of a dungeon, and it signifies when you have gotten to the end of the dungeon, so you know whether or not you want to turn around and continue exploring the dungeon. See if there's any places you missed. But it also incentivizes exploring other dungeons, because now it's setting the expectation that at the end of every dungeon, there's going to be some nice loot.
Yeah, so you should go check it out.
So yeah, it's like, there's a lot of subtle things that happen that all kind of coincide and work together in Bethesda games that encourage you to explore that don't really exist in a lot of Obsidian RPGs. I think New Vegas struggles with it.
Go up the hill.
And I think that, like, Avowed, based off of what I've played for Avowed and the Outer Worlds, they both struggle with this as well. It's the same, issue. Doc says almost every single dungeon in New Vegas is used for a quest, aside from 2. One of them I forget, but the other was the H&H factory, which was going to be used for a quest, but got cut. Yeah, that's an issue. Sometimes,
there you fucking are.
There are several dungeons that you can explore in Oblivion, Skyrim, Fallout, the Bethesda Fallout games that just exist to be interesting and for you to poke around in. And there's no quest associated with it.
Yeah, it's just like, oh, you went to check this place out.
But it's still often, not always, but often high quality content. Yeah. Where, there'll be environmental storytelling or something that will make the dungeon interesting. Not everything needs to be spoon-fed to me via quest.
Okay, where? Aha.
I mean, think about how many of the vaults that you can delve into in Bethesda RPGs
that aren't quest related.
Some of them might have quests in them, but oftentimes there's content in that dungeon that has fuck all to do with the quest, and it's just because the location is interesting. As a matter of fact, it sometimes feels like that they had designed this place just for it to be an interesting place for you to explore, but then they're like, oh shit, we need a place to put this quest. That's what it sometimes feels like.
Sorry, Piggy!
Doc says Obsidian's strength lied in the writing team and how their writing time was different, and now their strengths just aren't there. They're average, really. It's good, but it's not notable, really. I haven't played enough of Avowed to gauge quality of the writing. But I feel like the Outer Worlds, the quality is there. I just feel like it needed more.
Yeah.
It needed more things to do, I guess. Mm-hmm. Doc says Bethesda's strength consistently lies in exploration and the gameplay. And when this is obvious, this is obvious when you look at Starfield, and they tried to focus on the writing, which it was good, IMO, but it was sanitized and the exploration was extremely lacking. I agree. I think that a lot of it has to do with how experimental Starfield was and trying to stitch together a bunch of locations and different types of environments. Whereas I think traditionally Bethesda is kind of known for its singular locations and just really fleshing them out.
Yeah. Looks like Ferb has a question, but I want to read this before we get to it. Okay. The Frozen Gate. The gate remains frozen, even at the height of summer. A piece of ice chiseled from the hole remained unmelted in a bucket of warm water, even withstanding the heat of burning embers. I have never seen such magic. Our Avar guide, Ragnar, will tell me nothing about what lies beyond the frozen wall. I have exhausted all possibilities and shall have to accept that I will never pass beyond that gate. I've retained the piece of ice for my own use. Its properties make it perfect for chilling my cider on hot days. I shall take pleasure in this and try not to fixate on my unsated curiosity. Ferb wants it's either us or Doc to define exactly what we mean by sanitized when referring to games.
Yeah, so this is a criticism not just for Starfield, but a lot of RPGs that have come out recently. I would actually lump, from what I've experienced with RPGs I would lump Veilguard and maybe even Avowed into this category. It feels like it's trying really hard to
This just
avoid.
screams, I hated my parents and had no friends as a child, doesn't it?
Thank you, Dorian. Please continue.
It tried really hard to avoid having anything be dark or not resolve positively. Right?
Yeah.
Like trying to avoid any quest lines that may be bummers or something like that. And then another element to this is a lot of the world building for Starfield implies a lot of crazy dark shit, but then it doesn't really deliver on any of it. A great example for this is, Starfield takes place shortly after a devastating war between the two major factions in the game. But it doesn't do anything with it. Doc says the Crimson Fleet is just a letdown. I agree, the Crimson Fleet is allegedly supposed to be the evil option, but it doesn't. It tries to cushion how evil they are.
They're evil enough to clearly be the bad guy, but not as evil as like.
Well, no, it's almost like they're trying to sanitize how bad they are. Where it feels like it's similar to how they did the Raiders in Fallout 76, where the Raiders are a faction in most Fallout games that are independent. Right? And they're just there for you to kill and fight.
Yeah.
In Fallout 76, they introduced the Raiders as as one of the three factions you can join.
So now they can't be too bad, or else you're literally joining people.
So they made them more punky. They made them more like punks or like anti-authority people. And they then introduced other Raider factions with specific names. So the Blood Eagles in Fallout 76 are the baddies that you fight and kill.
So they're the bad
There's no
Raiders.
Redeeming qualities. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And in Starfield, the Crimson Fleet are a faction that you can join, so they sanitize them, and instead, in their place, are the Spacers, who are just generic bad guys that you fight and kill. Who have no redeeming qualities.
So
and
basically,
no, like, character.
Yeah. So it's basically like, they're bad, but not too bad, because we wouldn't want you to be able to join a group that traffics humans and eats babies, among other unsavory things.
Whereas
like,
the Crimson Fleet is like, the Crimson Fleet, they murder people, but sometimes the people they murder really deserve it. So is it really that bad?
Oh, that reminded me of something, but I'm not going to talk about it because it's not relevant to the stream. But that reminded me of something from last week. Oh, I get to make mountain. Cool.
All right. They smuggle things, and those things are used to do very, very bad things, but we'll never see what those are, so the consequences are off screen, and it doesn't matter. What is object permanence?
Don't worry, it's fine. They're bad, I promise. Just not too bad.
Doc says the Raider factions in Fallout 4 Nuka World is what the Crimson Fleet wishes it was. And what's funny is like the Raider I remember people complaining when the Nuka World DLC came out, where they were complaining that there is no reason to join the Raiders because the Raiders are just pure evil. And I'm like, yeah, well, you asked for an evil option.
Yeah, I'm like, you wanted to be evil,
they gave you that option. I don't see what the problem is.
Oop, that was the wrong one.
Verb says, put fucked up shit in your games. Yes, and it doesn't even need to be, ludicrous, but just, don't be afraid to do some weird things every once in a while.
Don't be a wuss.
I think Baldur's Gate is a great example of like how a game that has dark themes and pretty fucked up quest lines can still be beloved by a mass audience.
Ah, I've goobered
It can
this
still
one.
be beloved.
But I figured it out. Hold on.
That's what I mean when I think what Doc means when we describe these games as sanitized. It feels like they're not willing to take any risks or do anything particularly interesting for the sake of appealing to a broader audience.
It's a bit like how Superman ends up being really boring. Oh, that connects to that one, so it didn't need I did it wrong. Okay. Whoops. It's kind of like how Superman or Optimus Prime end up being boring because since they're supposed to be the goodest, bestest one, they're not allowed to offend anybody. So we can't have it be upsetting.
Doc says just in. With good writing, you can make any storyline work. Now, if only companies would realize this. I think that there will be... I think Baldur's Gate was a wake-up call. You have to keep in mind a lot of these games that are coming out were in development alongside Baldur's Gate. So they didn't really have the time to apply any learnings. But consider the fact now that a lot of devs have played Baldur's Gate and are now making games with Baldur's Gate in mind. So the next generation of RPGs might be more like Baldur's Gate. Ferb says, I would call them bland and one-dimensional. Stop making boring games for babies. Well, they're bland and one-dimensional because they're sanitized. You've removed any edge. You've blunted the game.
Oh no. Blunted the baby.
And Alex knows, like, I'm not like the type of person who's like gunning for dark, edgy shit. and if I'm making this complaint, it's a problem.
Mountain.
You did it?
Yes.
You did it.
Belenis. According to Avar legend, Korth, the Mountain Father, kept his throne at the peak of the mountain Belenis, which lay at the center of the world and was so lofty that from it he could see all the corners of the earth and sky. Over time, bold young Avar would challenge each other to scale the mountain of the gods. At first, Korth found this amusing as he delighted in the valor of their failed attempts to enter his hold. Then Sindri, Skybreaker, boldest of the heroes of old, succeeded in climbing to the summit and stood in the hall of the Mountain Father in the flesh. Korth, being a good sort, gave Sindri a hero's welcome, and the mortal returned to the Frostbacks with tales of the feast of gods and gifts from Korth. And soon more and more heroes were barging into the hall, with the Mountain Father demanding to be showered with honors. Korth grew weary of throwing banquets, and the other gods began to fear his temper. So Korth spoke to the Lady of the Skies and lifted Belneus from the earth into her realm, which could not be reached even by the most intrepid climber, and there he dwells in peace. Man, can you imagine being so obnoxious that that God's like, I'm leaving. You're so, oh God, you guys are so annoying. I'm leaving. I'm out. Goodbye. Reminds me a little bit of that Finnish folktale style movie we watched, the MST one, where it's like a Jack Frost, I think, where that girl gets banished by her mom and to go and like be in the woods because they think she'll die, but she gets saved by Father Winter. Mm-hmm. And he's like, "Oh, you're such a good and kind person that and you've not asked me for anything, that I'm going to bestow all these wonderful gifts upon you and help you find this guy who's been looking for you, and you can live happily ever after with a wonderful husband." And then her mom sees and is like, "Oh my God, well, I didn't think that would happen. Your sister should go, and surely she'll get all of this, you know, she'll get way more than you did, because she's awesome and you're not." But the daughter is a spoiled, rotten little shit, so when she goes out into the woods and meets Father Winter, she's all, you know, pissy and bitchy at him, and he's like, "Well, nuts to this shit," and he sends her back home with nothing! It's like that. Or it's like, well, this was cool because you earned it, but now you guys are coming here with expectations, and that's obnoxious. So nuts to that.
Something I wanted to say, though, is that if Morrowind released today, none of the great houses would do slavery. The Crassius Curio would only be slightly eccentric and nothing else, and none of the in-universe racist comments would exist besides maybe the native Dunmer insults like flaw and noir or fetcher. Yeah, I mean, we see this with Veilguard a little bit as well. Without spoiling anything too much, I'll just invite you to remember how awful Tevinter is when you play this game. Like, when you play Veilguard, remember how bad Tevinter is, because you'll be fascinated to see how this portrayal changes.
How bad they want it to... I'm going to take a guess here. How badly they want it to be the cool place?
Not necessarily the cool place, but you'll see. It just feels sanitized. Like they're afraid to depict anything bad.
Mustn't offend.
It's just.
To quote that MST we all watched, The Final Sacrifice, mustn't hate, at least not so overtly.
Yeah, exactly.
Hello? Oh, it is a
Clearly
like,
a fight here. Something big. Like, bear big. Maybe a bear. No bits, no blood, no way to cut something out. It has to be close.
Thank you, Sarah. I love that you're like, you know, it's bear big. Like a bear. It's probably a bear.
I'll just say this. Game, like any form of art that you begin to sanitize contributes to the perception that some of these topics are not worth discussing.
You know what it reminds me of, actually? I know that the show, for the most part, was just like, ooh, look at the shit we can get away with. But there was a similar plot line in, the name left my brain. It's the show where where the cops have a gun that can read how aggressive you are, and if you're too aggressive, it lets them kill you. Psychopaths, there we go. But Psychopaths had an underlying theme that because people had only good vibes, nothing bad, no violence, no negativity of any sort, that the people of that era now no longer knew how to deal with violence when they saw it. To the point that now any level of stress will get them to that, to the level that they'll, like, have a fucking nervous breakdown and end up being carted off by the cops. Or like, in this era, people who, say, do art depicting things that might be grotesque or have an interest in stuff that's macabre are deemed, like, mentally unwell and thrown in asylums forever because nobody knows how to, like, deal with it anymore. It makes me think of that. Which was the good portion of that show, and then it went, hey, but look, I can blow up a guy.
That is an interesting premise.
Yeah.
And yeah, I do think that there are some people who would want that type of future. It feels like.
Yeah.
But again, my hope is that with the success of Baldur's Gate 3, and hell, even the Oblivion remaster, the success of that. I mean, Oblivion has some pretty dark elements to it as well.
Oh, you.
I think it's going to show companies that, oh, we don't have to shy away from this stuff as long as we do it well.
Yeah, you can deal with a mature topic as long as you're mature about it, you know? Like, a good example to me, hi Bear, don't worry, we'll get you in a second. But to me, you know, Sarah, would you be so kind? To me, it's sort of like, something that does it right would be like Deadpool. Deadpool's got a lot, the Deadpool movie, the first one especially, has a lot of mature topics in it. Hell, they have a whole year-long sexcapade montage between Deadpool and his girlfriend. But his girlfriend also works at a strip club. And Deadpool goes and takes a walk through the strip club when he's feeling depressed and just wants to see his girlfriend, even though he's the reason he can't see her. He left. But the camera, it's never shot pornographically. It's shot the same way that you would shoot a sequence of somebody just walking through, like, an office. And so even though he's in a place where there's girls walking around in barely anything and dudes only wearing, like, you know, little G-strings, it doesn't feel gross, you know? It doesn't feel like someone's behind the camera going, or like in shows.
It doesn't feel like Quentin Tarantino filming feet.
Yes. It also doesn't feel like those shows where they're like, oh, we got that big rating so we can say fuck. So we're going to say it a lot and we're going to overemphasize it as though we're a giggling toddler in the corner who says, I know how to say a bad word, but hopefully no one will hear me say the bad. I hate that so much. And I'm a person who says fuck as like a placeholder. But when I'm watching, when I'm watching, like, the Crit Roll cartoon, and 2 seconds in, the main character's like, so what the fuck? And I'm like, bro, you don't need to say it like an alien. I know what that word is. It's fine. Just say it like a normal person. Please.
Yeah, it's this weird pause they do right before dropping the F-bomb where it's like it feels like they're
not sure
about
if they're
to
allowed.
lean into the mic and whisper it quietly so that their parents don't hear.
Yeah! Mama can't know that I said fuck into the mic. Please. It's okay. We're adults. Children should not be watching your show. Scanlan humped the sky and shot somebody with lightning his dick summoned. A kid who's not going to be watching this. You can say fuck. Companies, no, you don't know what the word is. You don't know how to talk properly, nor do you know how to use a PC properly. But don't worry, smiles sinisterly, I'll help you. Yeah. Oh. The Mysteries of Frostback Basin, Secret Prisoners of Deventer. Long ago, this would have been under the water until the Deventer drained much of Swamp Coldsdotten. There we go. Coldstutton to build this prison? Why make a jail so remote for prisoners they wished to hide? Tevinter has made war in Orlais many times, but I now believe there is also a secret war between them that the common people are not allowed to see. This prison is a reminder of this of this secret war that continues in our time. I speak of Orlais's attempts to rouse the Snake Kings of the Earth against Tevinter's alliance with the Moon Men. Oh, goody! We're getting into fun territory! The lizard people versus aliens. Oh yeah, Ferb says, shitty parents complain because they take their kids to inappropriate movies because they're being selfish. Like, Jesus Christ, you made that sacrifice when you became a parent. Yeah. I'll get to that in a second. Let me finish reading this. This is explained in Sir Yeki's pamphlets, of which I have read many, which explain things such as why the snake appears in Tevinter drawings and how the Snake Kings came to exist. Crystals. Did Moonmen have their Tevinter allies keep the reptilian ones here so they could interrogate them at their leisure? None can say, but I will say yes, as that would fit my theories. Oh my god, I was like, I'll say yes though! Because that's what I want to hear. Let me see. I think I've told this story before, but there's also instances of people who are just, I don't know, like parents who are just tired of their kids asking them for shit, so they just let them have it even when it's not appropriate. Like, I worked at GameStop over Christmas break when I was in college, and friggin' I had a lot, I forget which GTA had come out most recently, but we had a lot of kids who were quite young.
Probably GTA 4.
Yeah. We had a lot of kids who were young coming in, like real young, coming in with their parents. And one of the things that we were required to do by corporate is you had to show us your ID, or I had to see the ID of somebody who was with you, who could then prove that, or tell me, I'm their guardian, I know I'm over 18, I'm giving them permission, I know what they're buying. So I had to tell them what was in the game to make sure. And I had a kid come up to me, and this kid's like 7. And he wants the GTA game. And there's somebody with him who could be his mom, but she's terribly young. She looks like she might be an older sister or babysitter. But she's over 18. And I'm telling her, I'm like, ma'am, I don't want to dissuade you from, making a purchase, but this game is highly inappropriate for somebody of his age. It's, it's 18, 18 plus. It's got all these things in it. And she, makes a face, and she's like, well, I guess. And then the kid starts fussing and kind of crying, and she comes back a minute later, and she's like, I just buy it. I'm like, are you certain, ma'am? And she's like, yeah, I don't want to hear it from him anymore. Just get the game. And I'm like, okay. And that is, the most, that I'm just sitting there, I'm like, and you're probably one of those people who's going to start screaming when you walk in and find him beating a hooker with a pipe, aren't you? And you'll march right back in here and be like, why did my child get to play this game? And you're like, because I asked you, ooh, a grenade belt, I asked you if you wanted to give it to them, and you said sure. We also had I also had 2 kids come in and try to bullshit their way into getting that game via their grandparents who did not speak English. And let me tell you, Grandma was not happy. Because when I told him, I'm like, I need her to understand what's in this game, and Grandma asks in Spanish, I imagine, what did she say? Because suddenly, little boy is very quiet. And he's like, and I'm like, tell her I need to see her ID. And he's like, and that's when, I guess, Grandma starts to get suspicious. Because she starts talking with him, and she goes over the side and starts talking with him, and then all of a sudden her voice gets real loud. And then they leave, and I'm like, oh, she found out he lied. Doc says, I remember when I was 12 or 14 or whatever, and I wanted to play ESO, my mom decided that Fallout 4 was more preferable than an MMO because Fallout 4 was safer. I mean, there wasn't anybody else in the game, so I guess you couldn't meet anyone online who was, lying about who they were or something. Ooh, a Scepter of Razikiel.
That is true. I would say that Fallout 4 would be safer for a kid to play than, I don't know, Warzone.
Oh my god. Ooh, 5% chance to cast a Fade Cloak on hit. Hey, Dorian. It doesn't do as much damage, but look at those nice little bonuses. Let's try this. Got this pretty staff that's a big old dragon. Oh, and it's got a little fancy fork on the end that you can use to eat cheeses and seafood. Doc said, yeah, that's it exactly. And Ferb went, oh, I always forget that Doc is baby. Oh. And the bots forget that we have Ferb, don't they, Ferb? Forget that the mighty Ferb eats them for breakfast. It's always funny to watch them disappear. Sometimes they disappear before I even know they were there. It's just like, gone. Like, what was that? Ferb got him. I see. Extra grenades, huh? Let's give Sarah more bees. What do you got? Cooldown modifier. Or more stamina. You know what? I think you should have more stamina, and I'm going to give that one to, I'll give this one to Sarah. Now we just need a purple ring for you so you're not wearing a blue anymore. Oh, you don't want to eat them? They're stinky? I see. Alright. Let's rescue this bear. Oh, wait, I'm wrong. There's one more thing to unlock. Sarah! We'll open this up, see if there's anything in here. Looks like there's a chest. We'll save the bear, and then we can save the game. Ooh, there was garbage in it. We can sell it, though. Hi, bear! Hi, sweetie! How you doing? Hey! I have freed the bear. Hi, bear! You wanna come out? Am I in the way? I think I'm in the way. Come on out, bear. Oh, you're coming with me, bear? Well, then let's head out the door with the bear. Come on, bear? She's taking her time. She's probably all sore from being cramped up like that. You're gonna walk out the door and they... Oh, I see the enemy coming already. Are we gonna fight? Fight to Avar with a bear? Here they come! They're about to make a very big mistake. Walk into my trap, I said. Go ahead. You shit. Oh, there he goes. The bear is here to kick their asses.
The lowlanders have treated the sacrifice. Jaws of Hakon, destroy them.
They were gonna sacrifice the bear. Unacceptable. I'm too pretty to die. Help, I'm too pretty to die. Sip this. From the jar of peas. She's out of range, she can't. Here we go. Throw the jar of bees. Throw the jar of bees. The bees! I just see bees in big letters before they disappear. Bees! Thank you. Perfect. Okay, sweetie, you go back home now. Okay, bye-bye. And some wasps, too, also. I'm gonna save the, using the boat part for last. Because I don't remember if you said that it was after that point that I really should have, maximum reputation with these guys. But I figure if there was a time in which I should have maximum reputation, it would be then. So I'm the one asking if I can go. Yeah.
Well, you got one reputation when you helped that lady and decided that she shouldn't be a recruit, and that she should part with that spirit.
Yeah.
You're gonna gain, I think, another loyalty thing for protecting their beast.
The bear, yeah.
See any wares you like?
I think you need 4 or 5.
Farewell.
Another time.
Say she's here. She is definitely not here. She's definitely at their base that's down there. Why do say up? It's not up. There are no other up. Game, you're drunk. You forgot where she was, didn't you? She in here? There she is.
Goat-kissing, blood-drinking, Hackenite chicken craps. Thank you, Inquisitor. STORVACKER has returned.
Oh, mad.
My hunters saw what you and she did to the Hackenites who held her. In trapping STORVACKER, the jaws of Hakon broke their peace oath with Stonebear Hold. Our blades are yours.
She's not hurt?
I assume your bear is all right after whatever they were going to do to her.
She is fine. As for what they were going to do, my hunters brought items back from where they held STORVACKER. I know what they intended. It is not something you will like. Something few Avar would tell Lowlanders. But you must hear it. The jaws of Hakon sought to bind their god in mortal form and bring war to the Lowlands.
I see. Have we stopped them?
By saving your bear, have we put an end to their plans?
Though you have given them pause, they will try again. Ages ago, the old jaws of Hakon did the same. They brought their god to life to destroy the Lowlands. Their foolishness lost Hakon to all Avar. Now they would free him and begin again.
I see!
What did you mean when you said that their foolishness lost Hakon to all Avar?
When they bound Hakon to mortal form, he became blood of this world. He could hear no prayers, nor speak to the augurs. All he could do was kill.
The spirit Hakon became a demon. I see.
Lost for ages.
Oh.
If they sought to free him from mortal form, I could understand. Making him attack the Lowlands is a fool's work.
Before you move on with the conversation,
yes.
I want to ask you something I've been waiting to ask.
Yes.
Did you do the quest It Remains to Be Seen? Where you had to collect 5 enchanted skulls scattered around the swamp for the augur?
No.
Okay, then you have not gained 1 to 2 points from that. You've done In Exile.
Yes.
Okay, you gain 1 point for that.
I saved the bear.
Up and Away.
That's the one I'm guessing where you free the soul of or you're bringing an offering for the father of the kid. I'm in the process of doing that one right now.
Okay. You'll gain a point for that.
Okay.
You need to earn 5 points in total.
Yeah, I haven't seen any new questions from the augur yet, but after this, I'm assuming I can maybe see more.
Hakon's Trial.
I'm in the process of doing that one.
Okay, you'll gain 1.
He's the one who wants me to bring an offering for that too, and then we get to fight in the arena.
Okay. A father's name. A father's name.
Oh, that's the one. That's the one with the the kid who lost his father, I think.
Yeah, if you help Finn, then you will gain no points.
Okay.
I'm just letting you know.
Okay. So bringing the offering for his dad won't get me anything, but I'll still do it.
Providing the offering to Finn yields approval for Sarah, Varric, and Cole, 2 power, and no points for your reputation with the clan. Providing the offering to the huntsman yields
so when I get
approval.
it. Okay.
Approval with Cassandra and Vivienne gives you 2 power, and also you gain a point for your reputation.
I see. I guess my question in that case, because I'm probably going to be like, okay, fine, I'll suffer the loss of a single point. Does this affect the divine at all?
Like the divine election?
Yeah, because I know that sometimes approval...
This quest or your alliance with the Avar?
Yeah. I guess both. Does my alliance with the Avar...
This individual specific quest, no.
Okay.
The forming an alliance with the Avar, also no.
Okay.
But I would do it. You get a lot of influence and experience for it, as well as an achievement.
My question is, are there more than enough points to get the available to get them? To get the approval rating I need?
There are, but in the event that you do not get the points that you need, I would hold off on turning a father's name in until you
I'm going to do that then.
have the points you need.
Yeah, I'm going to do that then because I'd like that kid to get his father's name back.
Send Skywatcher to Stone Bear Hold.
I have not encountered that person yet.
Okay, it's a war table operation.
Then I will. Then I'll have to go back.
This is if Skywatcher Amund was recruited as an agent for the Inquisition.
I think they might have been. So I can go back to the war table when we're done talking with her and take care of that really quick.
And then there's an additional war table operation: locate weapon of Tirda Bright Axe.
I think I have indeed done that quest in the past, because I got a staff that was her weapon. It's in my box.
Oh wait, no. Send relics of Tirda Bright Axe. That's the name. You have to have had done that.
Okay, and then I'll have this.
You make contact with the Avars.
Yeah. Okay. Well, then after we're done talking here, I'll go see what's at the table, and then I can armor up and weapon up after I close the stream.
Holy shit.
Holy shit! So you guys will have cool fashion things to come back to on Monday. You do not want a war?
The Avar wouldn't like the idea of war with the Lowlands.
Is that what your skulls say? It does us no harm to be feared. If our land is threatened, we will happily fight. And a raid here and there keeps both sides sharp. But we have no need of your lowlands. Not when our goats are fat and our fish are plenty. And not when the sky is torn with demons. Only a fool fights in a burning boat.
That makes sense. I like this lady.
What would happen if the Jaws of Hakon succeeded in their plan?
Hakon would come to the lowlands in the form of a great beast. The Hakonites would join him. Their numbers swelled by foolish young warriors dreaming of honor names. Even if war were needed, it should not be like that. With gods wreaking havoc in blood-soaked fields. The gods should stay where they belong.
Agreed. Also, you guys remember that thing we just found? That in that Tevinter hold? The statue and the poem about the beast? The fell beast? So, what was wreaking havoc here when Amaradon came to the basin? A giant fell wolf. Where where it wouldn't die until both the beast was stabbed and its a series of demonic wards were broken. I think that's the previous Hakon. I think Ameridan had killed him, and I think Ameridan was coming back here to make sure. Ameridan was coming back here to make sure it didn't happen again. That is my prevailing theory. What is our next step?
Based on what we know, what must we do to stop the jaws of Hakon?
Their hold is an old lowlander fortress. It is shielded by a great wall of ice. Magic even the Hakonites do not know.
We have to break that
Unravel
door.
its magic, and we will scatter their bones so the lady never finds them.
How can we do that?
We still need a way to melt the wall of ice around the Hakonites' fortress. Do you have any ideas?
No. It is lowlander magic and nothing to do with us. Our spirit talkers are useless as battle goats. The Hakonites must have found the magic in the old fortress. Speak to your people. Perhaps they will know more.
All right, good to know. Thank you.
I will speak with you later.
Fair hunting.
Cool. So then, we have the war table stuff to do really quick. America came back. Worlds of Horror for many a country, says Doc. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. All right, then. I really like the leader of Stone Bear Hold. You're like, don't the ever like do a war? And she's like, why the fuck would we do that when we don't need to? Also, there's a whole bunch of demons floating through the sky. Why would you pick a fight with somebody when there's shit you gotta look after at home? That's stupid. Who does that? Oh, Doc says, oh, something funny that I found out about the remaster is that the High Elf woman in the Temple of the One still has 2 takes left in where she says, wait, let me try that one again. It's lip-synced because of the way lip-syncing is done in the remaster. That's funny. I like that they've left those in. I know that a lot of the lines have been redone. So, it's nice that they were like, no, leave that bit in. Gotta leave that bit in. I gotta do it again.
Yeah, I mean, it's part of a philosophy, I think, which is that they recognize that a good remaster remains faithful to the original.
Yeah.
And which means maintaining that continuity of content and
gotta maintain
like,
the
feeling.
charm.
But it's like fidelity and things like that have been increased.
The charm might
Sound
be the
design
charm.
is improved. Yeah.
Like Todd Howard said, it's got that charm.
I mean, Todd is right.
I mean, that sort of thing is the whole reason he originally wanted to work at Bethesda bad enough that back when he was in college, he showed up there every time he was home to be like, I want to work here! And they were like, who are you? I'm Todd. Let me work at your company. And eventually they went, oh my god, just get in here and do some work. And now he's like in charge of everything. A dream that we all wish we could aspire to. Ooh, these are so pretty. That's kind of like what they told us it would be like when we left college, that we would show up at a place and go, I want to work here. And they go, well, shit, I guess you're persistent. Hi, sweetie. How are you doing?
Dance for common amusement. Surely you jest.
I have no issue with making her a jester because personally I think that public embarrassment and humiliation has a far stronger effect on people who want to be assholes than actively punishing them with, like, you know, prison time or something. It's like, oh, you want to be a dickweed, huh? Well, the world's going to know. Oh, suddenly we're not so quick to shoot our mouth off, are we? Alright, send lyrics of Tear to Brightaxe. The Avar of Stonebear Hold greatly respect Tear to Brightaxe, the legendary founder of the Avar. An earlier search located the spot where many of Tear to Brightaxe's possessions were left. Her body, of course, had been destroyed.
The rewards don't differ, by the way.
They don't differ? Cool. With how the Avar deal with their dead, while her weapon, apparently a mage's staff rather than an axe, may no longer be available, Stonebear Hold would likely appreciate other relics found at the site. You can send them the staff. I don't need it anymore. I still have it. Burial site is undisturbed except for the staff we removed. Let us tell the Avar of where the site is so they can find it themselves. It shows our respect for their culture. The Avar respect gifts. If we present Tyrda's relics with ceremony, they will be grateful. I like Liliana's. I understand that they like gifts, but I think they may also respect that we saw what it was and didn't fuck with it.
Let's see what we have.
We got a thing called the Jade Ham. I think it's a hammer. It looks like a hammer. If so, if that is so, then Iron Bull has a new weapon. Stonebear Hold is extremely grateful for the relics and for us sharing the location where we found them. Their hunters searched the area and found trinkets that we missed or assumed of no import, but which are highly esteemed by the Avar. It is interesting to note that the Avar were completely unsurprised by Tyrda being a mage. While it was lost to Ferelden history, it was evidently taken as an unspoken truth among the Avar. Well, yay! An appeal to the Shaperate is there also. Send Skywatcher to Stonebear Hold. Skywatcher, the Avar healer we encountered in the Fallowmire, is evidently respected across many holds as a wise and practical man. Or wise and practical man, not wide. I mean, he's probably wide, too. He's expressed an interest in seeing Stonebear Hold. Having him pay the Hold a visit on behalf of the Inquisition might garner more respect with them. Does it matter whom I pick?
No.
Let us send Skywatcher to Stonebear Hold as an honored guest. There will be celebration on both sides. Skywatchers from different holds, some friendly competition, and tests of strength will bring both sides together. I'll go with what Hold said. Skywatcher caused quite a stir at Stonebear Hold. The feats of strength and skill were raucous, exuberant, and quite necessary, according to Thane Sunhair, who declared Skywatcher as good in the fighting pit as he was in the bedroll. Well, hot diggity damn! I guess they had a good night. Ooh, Doc went and got a sandwich. Good for him. Given the Avar tradition of nodding ceremonies for marriage, this gives new meaning to the phrase, no strings attached.
I might give me a sandwich later.
An appeal to the Shaperate. While historical documents shed light on Orina's time as Inquisitor Ameridon's companion, little is known of her early life in Orzammar. The Orzammar Shaperate contains an immeasurable wealth of knowledge pertaining to the Taig's past. Professor Kanrik has made several requests to study their records, all of which were denied. As an ally of the Inquisition, Orzammar may be more willing to answer a petition from Skyhold. Oh. Does it matter?
For what?
Reward-wise? For appeal to the Shaperate? Also, Doc says, damn, I want what Sunhair's having.
1 second, I need to pull up the list.
Probably a lot of people do. If I recall what he looked like.
Are there any additional war table operations you're going to do after this that I need to pull up?
I don't think so. There do not appear to be any other ones. This is the last one. And if there is, I'll just keep them for next time.
The reward is not different. However, you will be surprised at the choice from a previous game that matters.
Oh, yeah. Information for information, then. I have reports on Carta activity the king may find interesting, or we can send ambassadors to Orzammar to make the request. The right gifts to the right people might expedite the process. I'm going to go with what Liliana said. Information to information.
Inquisitor.
King Balin has graciously agreed to grant Professor Kenrick access to Orzammar Shaperate, once Kenrick has completed his work in Frostback Basin, of course. In the meantime, copied records on Orina have been sent ahead as a sign of his agreement. King Balin hopes our alliance will continue to benefit all involved. Josephine, a note from Kenrick follows. The first paragraph consists of a crossed-out series of thank yous, each more effusive than the last. I cannot express how thrilled I am to visit the Shaperate. The documents they sent me are incredible. It seems Orina was born to a warrior caste family. The theory she was a runaway noble was romantic. I rather fancied the notion myself, but knowing the truth makes her seem more a person than a legend. Much preferable, my opinion. Orina met Orina, Jesus, met Ameridan while fighting demons in the deep roads, as history states. Since dwarves do not possess magic, Ameridan had come to learn ways in which non-mages could fight demons more effectively. Orina was gifted in the field and had developed several unique methods. Apparently, Orina did not get along with Ameridan's friend Haron at the time. It was quite the shock when she announced her departure from the Tig, especially since it put a damper on betrothal talks between Orina's family and another well-to-do house. These documents also include some descriptions of Orina's combat methods that may interest your commander. I will see if these remain in Skyhold's possession. Professor Braum Keinrich, University of Orlais. Interesting. And there do not appear to be any other war table things. So what is the interesting twist besides, you know, Balin being the one in charge?
That is the twist.
That was the twist? Okay. I didn't know if there was
Bet you
anything
didn't think it would come up again.
Alright. I'm gonna head into here after we're done shitty chatting. But before that, let's go see what this ham. Let's go see about this ham. The ham is a one-handed weapon. That means it's Cassandra's. I think Haramont refuses Kenrick. Ah, maybe. That could be. Cassandra. Let's wait until she loads so we can see what the Jade Ham looks like. It's literally just a big ham. God, if we equipped her with this and the cheese, it'd be glorious. It is, in fact, a big ham. I love that. Do we have any... Oh, here we go. While you're beset by a bric-a-brac whirlwind of deaths and a wounded sky, here is something unusual fit for a so gracious few. The Jade Ham, honeyed well with wildflower, the dawns are radiant generally, but better still if you hew the lowest blossom, and possessed of a superfluous mingling of a seasoning masterly planned. The result hits hard, a litany to harangue the mad as the enemy's ilk flocks to their sunken fates. It's spiral cut, of course. On hit, there's a 10% chance to apply poison. With the cheese and the ham, Cassandra will be a feast for the eyes and for the stomach. Thank you, Doc. Oh my goodness.
Based.
The bitter axe, though, might be a better weapon. Yeah. On the kill, target explodes for 100% weapon damage. Well, fuck. Guess we have to use that one. Damn. If only the ham made people explode. That'd be so funny. Alright. So, I'll do a hard save here, and then we'll do a hard save again when I'm done with the clothes. So, for now, I want to thank everybody for stopping by. No, she needs the cheese and the ham. Remember the one chanter in Denerim. She shall know the peas of the maker's will. I'll hold on to the ham. I'm not going to get rid of it. I'll put it in a box. And then maybe when we have a funny little quest to go on, we will equip Cassandra with the cheese and the ham. But yes, I want to thank everybody for stopping by. I hope that you guys all had fun. Let's see. I don't think I have any updates for anybody. I'm glad that you all enjoyed the Nug wallpapers that I did. I hope that you liked your zombie green one, Doc, for your zombie Nug. Let's see. As always, all of my social links are below the video, both here on Twitch and also on YouTube, including links to the Patreon, where for as little as $1 you can support me and my nonsense, as well as get access to our Discord, which and things like the wallpapers that I make every month, and you'll get to vote on those, and also join us for watch-alongs once a month, which you also get to vote on what to see. I think we might be watching The Screaming Skull next time. I'm kind of in the mood for that. I think you guys will enjoy it. I may also show you, because I've showed some screen caps, and I know that some people really thought it was funny. I may also show people my silly space adventures with Mumu, which doesn't take place in space, but it's about a cat alien thing that wants to learn how technology works, and it's a comedy. But it also has practical lessons on how appliances work and how you can do simple home repair. It's very funny. But anyway, that is all for now. Once again, thank you all for stopping by. We'll be back again on Friday. I'm pretty sure that Sophie doesn't have anything planned, correct?
As of now, no.
Okay.
That may change.
Hopefully there shan't be any emergencies, but if there are, that's not a big deal. We've got other stuff we can do. But yes. So we'll see you on Friday for that. You guys have a great rest of your evenings, and I hope I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
I would like to take this opportunity to thank all of my followers over on Patreon, and give a special shout out to
Jack Fox,
Old Monster,
A Furb Among Us,
Zeno, Dizarin, Revolution 72, The Dr. Fat,
Eudemon,
Gilver, and Arachnia. Thank you guys so much for your continued